You've been patient for this person for a long time, and now they genuinely regret making you wait. The burden of their actions weighs heavily on them, prompting them to come forward with a sincere apology, filled with deep remorse for how they left things unresolved between you. They left without providing you with a proper explanation, which only added to your confusion and pain. Now, they are committed to doing whatever it takes to re-enter your life and heal the divide they caused. They recognize that they prioritized the wrong people or situations over you, and the fallout from those decisions has been significant. They now realize that the suffering they're experiencing stems from their own poor choices, which has brought a newfound clarity about what truly matters. This person caused you profound pain, and the weight of that hurt is something they can no longer ignore. They are now the ones in tears, filled with guilt and sorrow, wondering if you might ever accept them again. They yearn to share the feelings they once concealed, hiding their true emotions out of a fear of vulnerability. They were afraid to open up, worried that revealing their inner self would make them seem weak. This fear led to inconsistent behavior, causing them to push you away even though all they wanted was to be close. Now, they see how their unpredictable actions led you to withdraw and create distance. From afar, their love for you remains silent but is almost unbearable, as the constant ache of not hearing your voice or sharing in your life weighs heavily on their heart. Their current situation is chaotic and uncertain, a mess reflecting their inner turmoil. They feel unsettled and out of place, longing to have you back in their life to regain a sense of balance and peace. They've come to realize that your emotional support is their strongest motivation, the driving force that helps them face and overcome life's toughest moments. Without you, they feel lost, unable to find stability. It's now clear to them that they need you not just as a source of comfort but as an essential part of their life. Despite their actions, it's undeniable that they love you deeply, with their heart and soul feeling anchored to you. They didn't distance themselves because they didn't care but because they needed to confront their own challenges. They had to uncover where their heart truly belonged and heal from old wounds and traumas they had carried for far too long. This journey of self-discovery was essential for them to become the person they aspire to be for you. They now realize that to start anew with you, they first had to confront their own wounds and insecurities. While this time of separation and reflection has been painful, it has also brought them profound clarity and insight. They have come to fully understand the depth of their feelings for you and the irreplaceable role you play in their life. Their love for you is something they can't simply set aside, it's a part of who they are, woven into their very essence. They yearn for the chance to demonstrate how much they've grown and to prove they are deserving of your trust and love. Now, they are ready to open their heart entirely, revealing the extent of their regret and the honesty of their intentions. They are devoted to doing whatever it takes to rebuild your trust and create a future together. Though the path forward may be challenging, they are determined to walk it with you, hand in hand. They hope you can find it in your heart to forgive them and allow them the chance to make things right. To them, you are the one person who can help them weather the storm, the anchor that keeps them grounded. Your presence is invaluable, and they are committed to ensuring they never take it for granted again. They want to build a relationship that is stronger and more resilient, one that can endure life's challenges and emerge even more beautiful on the other side. At their core, they love you with all their heart. Their journey away from you was a necessary step for them to grasp the true depth of their feelings and to heal the parts of themselves that needed care. Now, they're ready for a new beginning, one built on honesty, trust, and a deep, abiding love. They hope you'll join them on this path, ready to create a future that is brighter and more fulfilling than either of you could have imagined. They once believed that leaving you was the right choice for both of you, but they realize now how mistaken they were. Each day, they miss you more than they ever expected, and whether or not you believe it, the void left by your absence is vast and undeniable. Since the moment you entered their life, they've experienced a profound transformation. I often think back on how the intensity of our connection was what first drew me to you. It was this overwhelming force that also made me run, afraid of the depth of my own feelings. From the very beginning, I could get lost in your eyes, endlessly captivated by their warmth and depth. Even now, as I look at your photo from a distance, I feel an invisible thread pulling me toward you, stretching across miles and miles. This bond is so powerful that I can sense your emotions. In those early days, the strength of this connection made me question my own sanity. I often wondered if feeling someone else's emotions so deeply was normal. It took me time to realize that this was love in its purest form. I regret going silent on you. That decision to cut off communication was a mistake I deeply regret every day. The sadness that comes with memories of the last time we were together is overwhelming. Each memory serves as a poignant reminder of what we once had and what I fear I may have lost forever. You are my true love, a realization that has grown stronger the longer we are apart. My heart aches with an intense longing for you, and there is nothing I wouldn't do to have you back in my life. Before I met you, I was unaware of what real love felt like. It wasn't until you entered my life that I understood the profound depth of connection two people can share. You may not realize how closely I paid attention to every little thing you did, how each gesture, each smile, and each word you spoke captured my heart even more. Every moment we spent together is etched in my memory, and I cherish each one with a longing that words cannot fully express. The nights are the hardest. I lie awake, thinking about you and wishing I could turn back time to make different choices. In the stillness, my thoughts and emotions grow louder, making the distance between us feel even more impossible to bridge. I think of our conversations, the dreams we shared, and the plans we made, each memory a reminder of the connection we had, a bond one once thought I could leave behind without consequence. In your absence, I've come to understand how much you truly mean to me. With each passing day, it's clearer that you are irreplaceable, and my life feels incomplete without you. Every day is a struggle, knowing I let go of the one person who made me feel whole. Regret is my constant companion, a shadow that follows me everywhere. I often wonder if you think of me too. Do you miss me the way I miss you? Do you remember our laughter, those moments of silence that said so much, the way we understood each other without words? I hope that somewhere in your heart, you still hold a place for me, just as I do for you. I see now how foolish it was to think that leaving you was the right choice. I was scared, overwhelmed by the depth of my feelings, and unsure how to handle them. But I understand now that running away wasn't the answer. Love is about facing fears together, supporting each other through uncertainty, and finding strength in the bond we share. You may never fully know how much you mean to me, how deeply I love you, or how much I regret my decision to leave. Still, I hope that someday we can find our way back to each other. I hope you can forgive my mistakes and that we can rebuild the beautiful bond we once had. My heart aches for you, and I would do anything to be by your side again. Until then, I will hold on to the hope that love will lead us back to where we belong, together. I'm haunted by an endless reel of memories, with our past conversations replaying in my mind like a bittersweet symphony. Each note is a reminder of the missed chances I had to truly show you my love and devotion. I regretfully took on the role of a charmer, mistakenly believing that by withholding my time and attention, I could somehow draw you closer to me. In my short-sightedness, I failed to recognize the essence of who you are, a woman of substance who values long-term commitment over fleeting encounters. The weight of my immaturity and folly now weighs heavily on my conscience. You deserved so much more than the superficial facade I presented. Your unwavering loyalty and authenticity were clear from the very beginning of our connection, highlighting my remorse for betraying your trust and hiding my true feelings behind a mask of deceit. Each lie I told to obscure my genuine emotions now resonates with shame in my heart. I am painfully aware of the pedestal on which I placed you, decorated with the flowers of my adoration, only to carelessly trample on the sanctity of your trust. I had become used to the steady flow of your love and attention, much like a perennial river nourishing the dry landscape of my soul. Even in my dreams, your presence was a constant, an oasis of comfort amidst the desert of my subconscious. Yet, in my arrogance, I failed to recognize how fragile such gifts were. Intoxicated by the sweetness of your affection, I neglected to care for the garden of our relationship, allowing the weeds of neglect and indifference to take root. Now, as I stand among the wreckage of my own making, I am filled with a deep sense of regret. I regret wasting precious moments that could have enriched the tapestry of our shared history. I regret not fully appreciating the rarity of a love as genuine and unconditional as yours. I regret the pain I caused you, with the shards of broken promises tearing at the delicate fabric of your trust. Yet, even in the midst of this sorrow, a glimmer of hope shines through, the hope of redemption, of atonement, and of rebuilding what has been lost. As I acknowledge the weight of my mistakes, I am also reminded of the resilience of the human spirit and its capacity for growth and transformation. With humility as my compass and sincerity as my guide, I am determined to seek a path toward healing. I embark on this arduous journey of repentance, seeking not just your forgiveness but the opportunity to earn back your trust, brick by brick, word by word, action by action. For you, dear one, are worth far more than my fleeting whims and caprices. You are the beacon of light that illuminates the darkest corners of my soul, the steadfast anchor that grounds me amid the tempests of life's uncertainties. Though I may stumble along this path of redemption, faltering under the weight of my own shortcomings, I shall press onward. I am driven by the immutable truth that love, true love, is not just a feeling but a commitment. It is a commitment to honor, cherish, and protect the precious bond that unites us now and for all eternity. Every step I take is a testament to my dedication to you, to us. I will embrace the lessons learned through this journey and strive to become the person you deserve. Your love inspires me to rise above my past mistakes, to confront my fears, and to be better. I hope that with time, patience, and unwavering sincerity, I can rebuild the trust we once shared and create a future that reflects the depth of my love for you. Can you sense me communicating with you on a deeper level? It's a unique feeling, almost as if our minds are connected, allowing us to share thoughts without speaking. I often find myself daydreaming about a future where we're together. It's not something I consciously choose, it just occurs naturally, like a moth attracted to a flame. Your energy continually draws me back to you. There was a time when I felt fear, worried that our dreams and visions for the future were mismatched. I was afraid that if I opened my heart to you, those differences would be too significant and could pull us apart. But I realize now that I was mistaken. I was wrong. Instead of creating distance between us, our differences have become our strength. They serve as the glue that holds us together, complementing one another in ways I never imagined. I feel a deep sense of regret and guilt for running away from what is perhaps the most significant connection I've ever experienced. I want to share everything with you, why I fell silent, why I seemed to resist you, and why I ignored you. Admitting this isn't easy, but I believe it's essential for you to understand. You might think I'm happy now, that I've moved on and detached myself emotionally, but the truth is quite the opposite. I'm not as happy as I might seem. In reality, I feel quite the opposite of what you may think. I owe you an apology because I treated you unjustly and broke your trust, and for that, I am genuinely sorry. The truth is, not being in contact with you is inflicting more pain on me than I care to admit. It's leading to sleepless nights filled with anxiety and worry. I can't bear the thought of losing you for a lifetime. The idea of being apart from you is unbearable. I'm exhausted from the games and my inconsistent behavior. I want to be completely honest and open with you. Trust me when I say that my feelings for you are incredibly strong. They aren't fleeting or temporary, but rather deep and lasting. I hope that through this message, you can start to grasp just how much you mean to me. I want you to see that I'm not the person I used to be. I've changed, and I'm ready to make amends for my past mistakes. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me so we can move forward together. Your person is currently deep in introspection, reflecting on the consequences of their actions. They are coming to terms with their faults and mistakes, a process that is both painful and enlightening. They long to express their loyalty to you, a loyalty that remains unwavering despite the circumstances. However, they feel that you may not be able to see their sincerity at this moment, which adds to their distress. They often find themselves lost in memories, reminiscing about the moments you both shared. These memories, both bitter and sweet, are a constant presence in their mind, serving as reminders of what once was and what could have been. The thought of you is so pervasive that it makes it difficult for them to focus on other aspects of life. The fear of losing you, of permanently severing the bond that connects you both, is so overwhelming that it casts a shadow over their daily existence. Your attitude and silence have been profound life lessons for them, lessons that resonate deeply, echoing in their thoughts and actions. Your silence has taught them not to take anything or anyone for granted. It has highlighted the transient nature of life, where anything beloved can be lost in the blink of an eye. This realization has led them down a path of regret and sorrow. They are crying in silence, their tears a testament to the pain your absence brings them. Despite the hurt, they refuse to be defeated, they are willing to correct their mistakes and make amends for their past actions. They are ready to put in the extra effort to improve the connection between you, seeking to mend the bond that has been strained by their choices. They yearn for your support and love, elements they now realize are essential to their life. Without you, they feel directionless, like a ship adrift in a vast ocean. In the near future, your person plans to make a heartfelt love offer, a proposal born from love and regret, a plea for forgiveness and a second chance. They remain hopeful that you will forgive them and accept their proposal. They realize that you are their perfect match, the one who complements them in every way. While this realization brings comfort, it also fills them with regret. They deeply wish they had chosen you earlier and lament the decisions that brought them to this point, decisions they now see as misguided. However, they are not dwelling in their regret. Instead, they are using it as a catalyst for change. They are now determined to find their way back to you and to prove their love and loyalty. They are ready to face the consequences of their actions, to make amends, and to start anew. They are hopeful for a future where they can be with you, a future where their love is reciprocated and cherished. Despite the odds, that hope is what keeps them going. They are hopeful for you and for a future together. I was in search of you, but I've now reached a point of profound realization. It was me, not you, who was responsible for the long, painful separation that stretched between us. This realization didn't come easily. It was a journey of introspection and self-discovery that led me to understand the depth of my actions and their consequences. I now understand the agony of unrequited love. It's a feeling of despair that overwhelms you when you deeply love someone, only to have them reject and deny their feelings. It's even more heart-wrenching when you know, deep down, how they truly feel about you, the denial of their emotions and the refusal to acknowledge the bond that exists. It's a pain that's difficult to put into words, but I beg you, please don't give up on me. When it feels like it's over, don't let our story end in a whirlwind of confusion and hurt. Our new chapter is about to begin, a story of understanding, acceptance, and love. It's a story where we learn from our past mistakes and move forward hand in hand toward the future we both envision. You are the only one to whom I feel passionately and emotionally attracted. It's a feeling that transcends the physical realm, touching the very core of my being. There is no love like yours. It is unique, pure, and genuine. From day one, your love has held my attention and made me realize what true love really means. Without a doubt, you are my true love, the one who has captured my heart and shown me the meaning of love. You have made me understand that love is not just about finding the right person but also about exploring the depths of one's own heart. I wish I had told you earlier how much you mean to me. I wish I had expressed my feelings, my emotions, my love for you. You bring out the best in me and inspire me to be a better person, one worthy of your love. I have never cried for anyone before, but it's for you that all my emotions come to the surface. It's for you that I let down my guard, allowing my feelings to flow freely. It's for you that I've learned to feel, to love, and to be vulnerable. I've embraced my emotions and accepted them as part of who I am. Our journey has been a roller coaster of emotions, filled with ups and downs, but through it all, one thing remains constant: my love for you.